This is not the same Dominik Szoboszlai. You don't believe me? Take a look at this. The Hungarian is playing like a man possessed. With 10 goals and 7 assists in all competitions, the 25-year-old is on track for the most productive scoring season of his club career.
So quite incredible that Liverpool have got another very good free kick taker in their ranks. So I guess that he's going to be claiming the next few now after that, and no wonder why. I mean, 32.2 yards. He did mention Raya. To be honest, if you put a ball there and say, can you score from that far out? I'm probably saying no.
And these are not lucky deflections or tap-ins. These are strikes with authority, moments where he takes control of the game and bends it to his will. Only Hugo Ekitike, with 15 goals, has scored more for Liverpool this season. Let that sink in. In a squad packed with elite attacking talent, even after £450 million spent in the transfer market, Szoboszlai is still at the centre of everything creative.
Szoboszlai does really well. Salah takes it down, brilliant! 7
assists, the heartbeat of the midfield, the link between chaos and control. And here's where it gets scary. With 4 direct free kick goals already in the 2025/2026 campaign, Liverpool haven't had a dead ball specialist this lethal since Luis Suarez scored 5 in 2012/2013. Every time he stands over the ball, Anfield holds its breath because it feels inevitable. He can split a defence with a single pass. He presses like a madman. He covers ground. He dictates tempo. And when the moment calls for it, he strikes. It's almost like Steven Gerrard has been cloned but raised on goulash, Central European grit, and pure technical arrogance. This version of Szoboszlai isn't just good, he's decisive. He's ruthless. And in a Liverpool side rebuilt with hundreds of millions, he might just be the best thing that's happened to them all season. Szoboszlai has been almost ever present in Arne Slot's Liverpool this season, missing just 2 Premier League matches, both through suspension, and featuring in all 8 Champions League games so far. And that European stage? That's where he's gone absolutely nuclear. The Hungarian has been directly involved in 8 goals in the Champions League alone, scoring or assisting in 6 consecutive matches. 6 in a row. That's not form, that's history. He's broken Steven Gerrard's record and drawn level with Mohamed Salah. According to Opta's football data editor, Michael Reed, Gerrard scored in 5 consecutive Champions League games for Liverpool on 2 separate occasions back in 2008. Salah managed 6 straight in 2023. Now Szoboszlai stands shoulder to shoulder with them rewriting the European script in real time. And here's what makes it even more impressive. He hasn't done it from one fixed role. The former Red Bull Leipzig star has been deployed across multiple positions. He's played as a central attacking midfielder, drifted wide, filled in as a right-sided midfielder, even operated as a makeshift right-back when needed. And no matter where he's been placed, he's delivered. He's arguably the only Liverpool player this season who has consistently exceeded expectations. Not just meeting the standard, raising it. In a squad stacked with talent and fresh investment, Szoboszlai hasn't just adapted, he's taken over. It's easy to sit here and say that Dominik Szoboszlai's importance to Liverpool comes down to versatility, but that doesn't even scratch the surface. It's not just that he can play everywhere, it's that he plays everywhere at an elite level. That's the difference. That's what makes Arne Slot sleep a bit easier at night. Remember early in the season when both right-back options, Conor Bradley and Jeremy Frimpong, were injured, and Liverpool looked like they were heading into a full-blown crisis? Szoboszlai stepped in, not to survive, not to do a job. He stepped in and performed. At the same level, same intensity, same quality on the ball. That's what makes him rare. Dominik Szoboszlai genuinely can do everything as a footballer. There are players who are utility men. Then there are players like this who can occupy multiple roles and still look world class. But what truly separates him, what makes him indispensable, is his passing. Outside of Virgil van Dijk, Szoboszlai leads Liverpool in progressive passes into the final third,
Szoboszlai, Salah,
and completed long balls. And here's the scary part. He does all that while also having the most touches in the final third for the Reds. He's not just starting attacks, he's finishing them too. His passing range is outrageous. He's completing 64% of his long passes, many of them diagonal switches that slice defensive blocks open. Like in the match against Leeds United, where his vision allowed him to thread a perfectly weighted ball into space, releasing Cody Gakpo behind the defensive line with a clear advantage. He's also Liverpool's main man on set pieces, and not just because someone handed him the ball. The pedigree is real, and the numbers back it up. All 4 of his assists in this magnificent Champions League campaign have come from dead ball situations. 3 from corners, 1 from an indirect free kick. That's not coincidence, that's design. The first, a dramatic late winner from Virgil van Dijk in the 3-2 victory over Atletico at Anfield. Szoboszlai whips it in with pace and venom. Van Dijk attacks it. Chaos in the box, bang. Winner. The second came away in Germany against Eintracht Frankfurt. Another perfectly delivered corner that punished a static defence. The third, in the demolition of Karabag, yet again from a corner, same story. Same precision, same ruthlessness. And then there was the indirect free kick from 3/4 of the pitch against Real Madrid. A gorgeous, arcing ball that dropped perfectly for Alexis Mac Allister to finish and seal the win. That pass wasn't hopeful, it was calculated, measured, surgical. But if there's one area where Szoboszlai has truly levelled up this season, it's direct free kicks. All 3 of his league goals from outside the box have come from direct free kicks. Let that sink in. He's taken 37 shots in the league, including 10 direct free kicks from range, scoring 3 with an expected goals value of just 1.42. That means he's massively outperforming the probability. That's elite shot execution. 2 or 3 percentage points above average might not sound like much, but at this level, that's the difference between good and unplayable. And it's not just about striking the ball. His influence in the final third during open play has been massive too. Take the example against Brentford. It sums him up perfectly. He sprints from the right half space all the way to press the right back, allowing Conor Bradley to stay deeper and intercept the pass. Szoboszlai then immediately shifts gears, wins the second ball, and fires it across to a completely open Mo Salah for the goal. Press, recover, create, finish. That's the full package. With injuries piling up and drama swirling around the squad, having someone who can play right wing when Salah needs support, right back when Bradley is out, or operate as a natural number 10 when Florian Wirtz struggles has been priceless. Szoboszlai hasn't just filled gaps this season, he's held the entire structure together. No matter where he lines up on paper, Dominik Szoboszlai is absolutely central to how Liverpool builds down the right-hand side. Just look at his heat map this season. It's ridiculous, he's practically covered every blade of grass on that flank. Deep in his own half, tucked inside next to the midfield, drifting wide near the touchline, popping up between the lines. He's everywhere. And none of it is random. When he plays as a right back or right winger, he doesn't just hug the line and wait for the ball. He drops deep during build-up, then moves inside to form a passing triangle with Ryan Gravenberch. That small adjustment changes everything. It frees Alexis Mac Allister to push higher up the pitch, closer to the forwards, where he can hurt teams instead of babysitting possession. What that often creates, especially when Florian Wirtz is the number 10, is a box midfield. 2 deeper players, 2 more advanced ones. Suddenly Liverpool can punch straight through the centre instead of being forced wide. It becomes much harder for the opposition to lock them in or press them into mistakes. And if Szoboszlai is the main number 10, he still drops deep in build-up. Why? Because he's Liverpool's most press-resistant midfielder. He can receive under pressure, turn, and play forward. That alone relieves massive pressure from Gravenberch, who last season was often left isolated as a lone pivot. There are even moments like against Brentford, where Szoboszlai plays as the single pivot himself. He sits in front of the back 4, allowing the other 2 midfielders to push higher and form a 4-1-2-3 shape in possession. That structure makes Liverpool incredibly difficult to press, because the angles are always there. There's always a safe outlet. The key point is simple. Wherever he is needed, Szoboszlai adapts. He finds the pocket, he offers the passing lane. Likewise, he becomes the release valve. He may prefer the right half space, but the truth is Dominik Szoboszlai roams everywhere in the final third, constantly scanning, constantly moving, constantly hunting pockets where he can receive and hurt you. Liverpool have actually had a structural issue this season in the left half space. Hugo Ekitike likes drifting there. Florian Wirtz naturally occupies that zone. Alexis Mac Allister feels comfortable there too. The problem? It gets crowded. Too many bodies, not enough balance. And that's where Szoboszlai becomes absolutely vital. Without him, Liverpool doesn't have a natural attacking midfielder who consistently thrives in the right half space. So regardless of whether he's listed as a number 10, a right back, or even a right winger, he will always drift inside into that corridor and let the overlapping player provide the width. He creates balance. He creates structure. In the final third, his role is that of a conductor. He dictates rhythm. You'll often see him drop deep, almost alongside the centre-backs, demanding the ball, resetting the tempo, and then connecting play so the front line can either pin the last line or slip into the gaps between defenders. Other times, like against Brentford, he becomes the overload himself, dropping deep to pull defenders out, helping Liverpool outnumber the opposition before suddenly accelerating into space. And when the moment presents itself, he doesn't hesitate to attack the last line either. His goal against Leeds showed that instinct perfectly. So did his recent strike against Brighton in the FA Cup, and that one was pure class. At 56 minutes, Cody Gakpo picked up the ball near the halfway line. Kerkez overlapped, dragging a defender away, creating space inside. Gakpo slid a perfectly weighted diagonal pass to Mohamed Salah. Salah had space to control and attack the right channel, but instead of slowing it down, he produced something outrageous. With one effortless touch of his right foot, he redirected the ball into the exact space Szoboszlai was sprinting into. That pass did two things at once. It tempted the Brighton keeper Jason Steele to think he could rush out and claim it, and it opened a clean shooting lane. Szoboszlai didn't need a settling touch. No hesitation, no extra step. He struck it the first time, a rasping drive into the top corner. As goals go, it was practically flawless. Now pay attention to this, because this is where the argument becomes undeniable. Dominik Szoboszlai is genuinely one of the best players in the world right now.
Again, a free kick is well taken, it's very difficult to counter, and I think this, sometimes we just need to accept that, the power, the bends, the technique is just perfect, and sometimes you just need to clap because this is what we want to see. We want to see great goals, and I think this is a great goal.
And the data backs it up. He fits the profile of the perfect modern number 8. He gets on the ball at an incredibly high rate, progresses possession at an elite level, and still wins it back like a defensive midfielder. Yes, his passing numbers are huge, but what truly separates him are the all-around metrics. He leads Liverpool with 22 dribblers tackled, 98 ball recoveries, 53 shot-creating actions, 12 shots on target, 96 crosses, 7 assists, 21 fouls drawn, and 5 yellow cards. That's a player doing absolutely everything for his team. Because he mainly operated as a number 10 last season, his underlying attacking numbers were higher. 0.53 expected goals plus expected assists per 90. This season that figure has dropped to 0.26, but that's expected. Liverpool brought in attacking reinforcements. Roles shifted, responsibilities changed, and instead of fading, Szoboszlai adapted and flourished in a new position. He's not padding stats anymore, he's controlling games. And with the likely departure of club leaders like Mohamed Salah, Alisson Becker, and Andy Robertson on the horizon, the voice growing louder inside that dressing room is Szoboszlai's. Not just because of talent, because of energy, because of the fight, because he dies for every ball. He inherited the legendary number 8 shirt from Steven Gerrard. That's not symbolic, that's weight. And in a turbulent season for Liverpool, he hasn't shrunk under it, he's grown into it. So yes, Liverpool doesn't just have a good midfielder, they have one of the most complete footballers in the world right now. And if this is the new version of Dominik Szoboszlai, the Premier League should be very, very worried.